Hi, my name is 𝙫𝙚 and I am a illustrator, artist, and little goober that works out of my home studio. I usually record my videos out in the living room, but today I am going to be brave and welcome you in to my precious little hobbit hole where I create my art and do my things. And I'm gonna give you a little tour of my HOBONICHI techo. I made it into a art journal sketchbook of sorts and challenged myself to fill every page. I did it. It's my second year that I tried. The first year I only completed half the year. 2025 I heckin' completed the mission, the quest, and I'm very, very excited to show you every page. It's really bittersweet to part ways with something that has been in my daily life. I like to think of having planners and journals and sketchbooks as it becomes like a best friend, and it's super bittersweet to start new one. It's precious. I'm very excited, but also shy and nervous to show you the pages, but it's about being brave. Yeah, let's get into this HOBONICHI art journal sketchbook tour. I hope the beginning of 2026 has been treating you kindly. It's been a slow start to the year for me. I'm very, very excited to show you and flip through this HOBONICHI techo with you today. Stickers, I will list the artists here, and here we go. Like I said, this is my second year doing art in my HOBONICHI techo. I'm using the same case that I did last year. It's a bit beat up, but I think that gives it character. I was thinking about getting a different cover for my 2026 HOBONICHI, but I'm probably just gonna keep this one because it's really nice and it's still like really sturdy and does the trick. So I'm gonna save some money because it is expensive. HOBONICHIs are a pretty penny. There are some other options for planners that are more affordable. I know Midori is really nice and a bit cheaper. So if price is a barrier for you, just know that there are other options. I have me and my partner here and just some cards in here. I would like to decorate it a bit more, but we'll do that maybe this year. All right, to start, I like to scribble a little illustration in the beginning. Here's a movie ticket, I think, yeah, Nosferatu. I want to start scanning my movie tickets because I know that these fade, so it's just a better way to preserve and memory keep. I didn't really do anything in these front pages. I don't really fill it all out, but I like to fill my months with illustrations, and I don't stay inside the boxes. I like to do whatever and be loosey-goosey. I think that's the biggest part of this book, is just being as loosey-goosey as possible. I feel like it's very necessary to have a place as an artist to just spill out and be loose and play around and experiment. So doing these monthly pages were a lot of fun. I tried to challenge myself to stay in the boxes, I think more with this one, February, but I ended up just reverting back to the other method, and that's just what I wanted to do. So I think with having a sketchbook, it's important to do what you want and let your mind and heart and being just explore without any rules. I think it's cool to challenge yourself and stuff, but I think it's really fun just to be as loosey-goosey as possible. It's a neat way to make discoveries, I've found. do a little flip through of these. You'll notice I do a lot of these creatures. I call them creaturekin, and they're just beings that remind me to remain playful and not take life too seriously. And they just remind me that life is cute and to embrace cuteness. Because it's really easy to get serious and grumpy and feel the edginess of life. So they bring in the softness, and they really do, I feel, soften the rough edges in my own life. And I've been drawing them for quite a while, and they're evolving, and it's really exciting to see and experience. June I didn't complete, but you know what? That's okay. As well as July and August, I was, busy summer outside exploring with friends and just didn't keep up with it. So I try to give myself grace. I've learned that from the first year, and just to be really gentle with myself and try my best not to get down on myself about not doing it. These spreads are so fun. I had a lot of fun with them. I love using Stabilo Boss markers. That's predominantly the main thing I use in my Hobonichi techo, because they get really milky and land on the page really nicely, and they don't bleed through too intensely. So I scribble a lot to create a background of sorts, and then I use my fountain pen, my Lamy Safari fountain pens. Here, I have the ink right here, I'll show you. This is one of my favorites. It's like a dark purple, and it really lands on the page super nicely. I'm falling in love with gray tone colors. So there's that one that I use, and then I also use this one, which is the black ink. They're really, really nice inks. They're from Germany, I think, and they are waterproof, so they hold really nicely. And here's December, last month of 2025. Onward, continuing to go slow. And onward to the full page scribblings. I will admit that I'm quite shy to share these pages, because this whole book was a part of my daily life, and as loosey-goosey as it was, I did pour a lot into it. So here we go, one day at a time. Always trying to remind myself to go slow. I'm quite a slow-paced person, and I think the world can put a lot of pressure on us to be fast-paced, so I do try and check in with myself as a neurodivergent critter with heightened sensitivities and just hypersensy. I'm hypersensy, and that's okay, but I've noticed that going slow helps with self-regulating and just staying in touch with my emotions. It's a process, but I'm just a wee snail, and you probably are too if you're watching this video. Perhaps. Yeah, a lot of these pages are like, some are more detailed and some are just loose. I love to use gel pen, jelly roll, gel pens, and I think This is Faber-Castell markers. I really love going to the art store and getting a couple new things and trying them out. And some of them stick around and some of them don't. Some art materials I kind of like keep around, and then I pick other ones up, and it's a fun, playful time just collecting different art material. I really love doing faces in animals and just bringing the two together. I've been drawing like this for years and years, and it's really fascinating to see how things grow and evolve. I'm also really big on doing portals. The staircase portal is just like so good. Some of these drawings I did in YouTube videos. I think this was one of them, maybe? Can't remember. I really like doing YouTube videos that are slow and ambient and relaxing. Just, yeah, another theme of life being so fast and really loud. I love to bring it down and find the center and the quietness. It's kind of a theme in life. This kitty. I also love doing animals with fairy wings. And I notice, yeah, it's really cool to draw and scribble and then notice themes within your art and then draw on those themes, because it is like yourself mirrored back to you. So it's really cool to delve in to a sketchbook or whatever art journal with the intention of trying to discover like that place in you that has something to say. You know, I feel like we all have something unique to say, and a huge thing about being an artist is finding what you and your story and how you're writing your story, in a sense, like what that has to say. I'm gonna maybe go on some rambles, honestly, just flipping through this. I'm quite an introspective person and I do a lot of writing. I've been getting back into writing poetry, which is really sweet. Mary Oliver, the poem Wild Geese appeared last year 3 consecutive times, and it was just a really cool synchronicity. And when that happens, I like to pay attention and be curious about why that is. And so I bought a book by Mary Oliver and have been reading it in the mornings. It's just a summary of her poems throughout her life, and it's really been inspiring me to write poetry. So that's really awesome. It's been awesome to get back into writing poetry. I can go for it. Explore curiosity. Break through your fear of trying. February. Choose creativity. Choose cringe. I love drawing in the morning. I love and feel so deeply. We are soft. To continue my ramble from before, I feel like the internet and all of the overstimulation and the pressure to, you know, be something, be this, be that, gets in the way of, potentially get in the way of discovering who we truly are, because we're being influenced but in so many directions. So the end of 2025, I was really recognizing this, because there was like a lot of noise and just trying to figure out how to find that quiet center again, and to stop going on social media so much, and stop waking up in the morning and going on my phone. I still do that, but there was a week here and there where I stopped, and it really, really improved my mental health. And I want to keep aiming to not go on my phone in the mornings. And as an artist, I think it's just becoming challenging to navigate the internet world and putting art online. And I'm just trying to find my place in it all, to be honest. I think that it's important to connect with who you are and to use art as a tool for healing and being playful, or whatever your approach is. It's just like asking yourself, maybe not even asking yourself, just doing it, just starting, just seeing where a line leads you and what images come out and what you're drawn towards, and discovering who you are through art. It's really cool to, like I said before, like see what keeps appearing in your art practice, and to notice that, and to kind of lean into it and amplify and pay attention, and see where that takes you. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to continue discovering yourself. If that makes sense. I don't know if that made sense, but harvesting little magics. This piece I made into a Ko-fi print. I share my art monthly on Ko-fi and have a sticker and print and zine club, as well as offer like digital prints and downloads and stuff over there. I'm thinking that it would be really cool to make prints out of these pages. Just because I feel like they're so precious, and it's really fun looking back. Honestly, it's been a while since I've seen these drawings, so it's very cool. I love splashing paint. With these ones, I splashed paint on the background. I think it was watercolor, and the way that paint splashes and meshes together, I just love it so much. I did that with this one too. And then scribbling over it with Stabilo Boss markers, it's just so good. I am lost. Life is just a series of being lost and found, honestly. He's grumpy snail. March. I will give myself more grace. Doing best with that one. I really miss streaming. And I still miss streaming. I stream on Twitch. I have a really sweet, gentle, awesome, creative, silly community over there. A small little pocket of folks, and we have a lot of fun. I have taken a break over the past, I think it's been 7 months since I last streamed. I'm working on my own stream overlays and doing my own art for my emotes and stuff, and it's taken me a bit longer. I also feel like as a introverted, not hyper social person, it's challenged me to grow, but also it really required me to take a break, if we're being real. Just a lot of like things to reflect on, and setting new intentions, and just also keeping things simple, I think goes a long way. Yeah, just a anxious critter. So I feel like I had to like take a little break and step back to catch my breath and reorient. And I think I'm gonna do co-working over there. I want to make a cute little timer and return in March, fingers crossed. Hopefully everything will be ready by then. But yeah, I'm excited to continue streaming when the time comes. These critters, I really love bunny hugs, and in Saskatchewan we call sweaters bunny hugs, which is such a cute little detail about this place. I live on Treaty 4 territory, and I love drawing creatures in bunny hugs. Faces in everything, and I also really love hats, so it's cute to make animal hats and embrace my love for hats. And also I love scarves so much, so I do draw these creatures in scarves often. I recently just made my first ever crocheted scarf completed, and I'm so stoked on it. Crochet is such a meditative craft, and I'm excited to continue. It was so fulfilling to complete a scarf. My own scarf, my own handmade scarf. So precious. The colors are really different in this one. I think it's because of the vibrant green. Resting. It'll be okay. A bit of a mess. So tired. You got this. I feel like I also draw to encourage myself. Like, drawing and art is so cool because it feels like it's not just me. It's like this something else, and something of like an ethereal nature is moving through me. So it also like fosters that connection with with magic and something beyond the physical realm. Slow progress is still progress. Yep. I've been sharing my art here and there on Tumblr, and folks there really loved this one. I shared my monthly spreads on Tumblr, and that's the first time ever that a post has popped off, and my teenage self is like so giddy about it and sappy and happy. It's really fun and cute. Gently existing, exhausted but here. Yeah, I feel like living life as a hypersensitive person is so wild, and every day is different. So it's like a fascinating, keeps you on your toes. I think that's why it's so essential for me to be able to work from home and have a creative practice that brings in a living, you know? I feel like such a lucky ducky. That's putting in the work, savoring the low pressure days. Yeah. Summoning magic and peace. Here we are on April. Hiding away and drawing my heart out. Always. I love my art supplies. I will be brave. Breathing moon magic. I remember not liking this one. I have this really cool jelly roll that is, I thought it was purple, but it actually, so when it goes on the page, it shows up as like this, but it dries silver, which is very neat. It was like a surprise. It also bleeds through the page, but I like the way it looks. How to let love in. I just realized I was going to paint my nails for this video, but I forgot. So they're naked. Naked nails. Potion, coffee, creature, flowers, stars, envelope, sleepily existing. I think these two are one of my favorites out of this. I just love how the ink settled on the page. How can I feel safe in community, in social situations, environments, spaces? Everyone hates me or will eventually grow to hate me. Why do I think like this? Ugly feelings, but make them pretty. A bit of a vulnerable share. Doing best. Yeah, Stabilo Boss markers are so pretty. I also tried out... what are they called? Sophie McPike uses them a lot. I'm blanking on the name right now, but I got a couple of those markers and they really take to this paper very nicely. Here's May. Building trust takes time. So sleepy. I think I like this low life. Question mark? Feeling feels. I'm trying to be more kind and gentle towards myself. Mindfully planted love notes. Ready to be more kinder to myself. We can do it. This was spring. I like picking lilacs in the spring. I tried drawing them. All starry-eyed watching Sophie McPike's ambient YouTube videos again. What a dreamboat. She's like one of my biggest inspirations. Here we are in June. Summer's picking up. Oh yeah. So I think here I didn't finish June, but we can read through this. So much transformation, painful, yet rewarding. Howling out at it all. Human emotion, relieved now. Made it out the mud. Miss Mud. That's one of the names I gave myself like a long time ago. Is still alive. Farewell, June. Made it through. Another June. June, for some reason, every year kicks my freaking butt. Maybe it's just a month to like note and prepare to take it slower than usual and just hunker down and be gentle, more gentle on myself. How to build a soul. Let it go. Release your grasp. Soft bug. Life lives through you. Being brave and taking flight. Leaning into and learning through the pain. What if I just create without obsessing about the outcome? Softy. Ancestral. Eepy but happy. A mess of moods. Finding calm in chaos. Holding soft spaces. I'm not afraid to care. I'm not fucking around. I will continue to love deeply. Calling on playfulness and joy. You don't have to be perfect to be loved. Where did July go? Time for adventure. August. With these pages, I honestly sometimes didn't even get into my Hobonichi techo for like a week, and then I'd sit down at the end of the week and scribble a bunch and just try and like fill them, whether it was like a full spread or just really, you know, loosey goosey like this. I remember the one day I sat down, I think it's this, and I just like missed out on a bunch of pages. So I sat in my backyard and just scribbled loosely and got some stuff down, and it was really fun. I love drawing outside. Eye sparkle. Soft silences beneath. Heartbeats. Lost languages. Found with ink between pages. Pressed into sunsets. The new moon undressed by toothless shadow. Heart held by bone and marrow. Weightless whims. Of butterfly wings fluttering in our chests. Yearning to be set free. Marveling at light and shadow. The inevitable heartache of being alive. I will continue loving deeply. Hello, autumn. We're in September. Yeah, with these, I just like sat in the backyard and just scribbled loosely. Made a little poem. September. September is one of my favorite months. It's just like the season starts to change and the air gets cool and you start to feel the breath of autumn, and it's just so refreshing, and it has a nitty-grittiness to it. I just love September. Summer's almost over. Getting back into the Hobonichi, wavered off a bit. Summer always gets so wild. It feels nice to scribble again. This is fun, how it like leaks through. Face your fears. Your SAR loved. Friendship. I started drawing these cutie little moons with the fairy wings, and I love them so much. I can't even. And I like put, some of them have like bug antennas. So sweet. They make me so happy. We can do it. We are Star Family. I really feel like I need to make prints out of these, like even downloadable prints. I might look into doing that, because it would be a shame just to keep these drawings all hidden away, you know? Let me know if that's something that you're into. We are capable. October. I love the autumnal sunshine. Small critter, big dreams. So eepy. Keep going, BB. Feeling doopy all of the time. This one was fun. I remember just drawing really quickly, being like, huh, that was great. I think I scribbled something out behind there. I love my coffee. Coffee keeps me going, honestly. Every time I go to sleep, I'm like, coffee tomorrow and breakfast. Gets me excited for the next day. Rest. Rest, rest, rest. Giving himself grace. Always on the grace train, trying. I had trouble with a couple fountain pens, and unfortunately something happened. I think I just didn't keep them clean. I want to make a fountain pen video because I've learned so much from having one, and I feel like there's so many moving parts. I have a Lamy Safari, a couple Lamy Safaris, and I have two of them that are now in the Lamy Safari graveyard, and it's heartbreaking because they're precious pens, but I learned a lot on how to keep them clean and to elongate their lifespan, you know? Creature comforts, gimme, gimme. Where are we going? To go be playful. Yeah, always calling on more playfulness, for reals. I love the woods. I love the woods so much. November. We're in November. My heart is a portal. Slowing down. Going, growing, going. Just be silly. Feelings are funny. I won't let my kindness be weaponized against me. What does this even mean? Grow at your own gentle pace. I think this one was a YouTube video I made. Real feels. Planting magic in my days. I love my home. Yep, yep, yep. This one is I think this one is one of my favorites too. Home is where my art journal is. Forever, forever this. An art journal, it's like a bestie. It's with you every day. Pondering thought. Slowing down. What are your dreams? Oh, these pages got stuck together, I remember. I want to craft all dang day. Be you. Hey. Oh, we're in December. Wait. This is December. I believe in you, honey. The last month. We're coming up to the end. I really liked this spread. I remember this one I really like as well. So much fun. It's okay to be a weirdo. Weirdo. It's fun just to get like scribblings out. And just lean into the meditativeness of art. This one is so cute. Slowing down. Sleepiest. I really like how this dried. Discovering feeling. Patiently waiting for spring. Sinking softly into winter, reflecting. I got some writing here, but I don't know. I'll just leave it to you if you want to zoom in and read. Yeah, well, that concludes 2025 Hobonichi Techo Art Journal Sketchbook. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, let me know. I really am excited to continue sharing YouTube videos. I'm doing my best to be brave and to be, you know, explorative and not put too much pressure on myself to be a certain way. I have some really cool ideas and I'm excited to see where this all takes me and takes us. I hope your year is super gentle and kind to you, that it's full of charm and playfulness and, you know, just sweet goodness. And life is, you know, grim and dark in some ways. I'm not going to get into it, but I think ultimately we are braver together. So stay connected, and anything that leads to division and hatred and, you know, the gucky feelings that make us sick, try to redirect those feelings to, you know, celebrating life and connecting and finding your place in the whole of things, because I'm not going to let anyone take away my joy as much as I am grieving alongside that joy. So I feel like we can make something of this world and this life if we pay attention to people who are on the front lines of doing hardy work, instead of focusing so much on the, you know, the awfulness and the people doing the harmful bad work. I am praying for our safety and our well-being and our quality of life, and I believe in us, and you know, take it or leave it. Anything I say on this channel is take it or leave it. I really want to express myself wholeheartedly and not hold back from speaking up and saying how I feel. And you know, I think it's really important to preserve authenticity and being real in a world that forces us, almost seemingly so, forces us to mask ourselves away from realness. So stay kind, stay sweet, stay creative. If you want to join the Discord and share bits and pieces of your art journal, your planner, anything creative and sweet and scribbly, the link is in the description, and leave a comment below with your thoughts and feels. I'm nervous to share this, but we did it. We made it through the pages, and I hope they brought you joy. And maybe we can switch over to my new Hobonichi. Let's do that, actually. Just give this a little refresh. So, goodbye. Thank you for the sweet times. Now we're on to 2026. Put this here. I got Moomin and Leo Mortem and Paloma stickers on here. I'm gonna switch this out. I actually already had this switched out, but I put it back in my old one for this video. So goodbye. This one was a lot of fun. Had this for 2 years, these stickers. It's always bittersweet switching onto a new planner, and I guess just like sketchbook and art journal in general, because there's so much love that was poured into them. But it's really refreshing to start new at the same time. So, you know, that's just life. I'll list the artists of these stickers on here, and it was a lot of fun decorating this, and it's just refreshing to have something new, you know? So here we are, 2026. I'm excited to give a tour of this one at the end of this year. Thanks for watching. If you made it to the end, oh my goodness. Thanks so much for being here. I appreciate you, Mighty, and take care. We'll see you next time.